Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Appreciate you being curious on this. So, it's in the title. Dating as modern women as a blind man. This is a topic that isn't really talked about, if not at all. From what I've searched, it's been mostly women just giving their accounts. I saw this little dating show. It was called Love is Blind or something like that, where they had some accounts of men and women. It was like 3 men and 1 woman, right? The men were out here, they were dating, they were trying out here. The 1 woman kind of already had a guy. It just came down to her just deciding on whether to be with him or not. Spoilers, she took him. But the men out here in that series, they had to go through some things. I'm here to break that down a little bit. First, introductions. Who am I? My name's Jason Spriggs. I've been blind and I guess for the last 4 years now. Previously, I lived a completely different lifestyle. Some things I'm proud of, some things I'm not proud of. But beyond the point, January 2018 was when I found out about the signs of a retinal disease that left me legally blind, I found later on in March. From there, a lot of emotions came through, a lot of feelings came through, a lot of decisions I had to make right there, right then and there. So, adversity withstanding, I got what I needed, worked on myself, got the support I needed, and you see the man you see today. Fully independent, working a job, going to school, got careers, got goals, all in sight. Now, on this journey, most men would think, oh, okay, let me think about the relationship I want to have for myself, the woman I want, right? At the time, living the previous life, I was just, enjoying my hobbies. I was a gamer. I liked, much nerdy stuff, animation, whatever, right? I didn't really, I kind of skirted around. I was like, all right, I'll get to relationships later. Hindsight. Was that the best decision? Still figuring that out. Now, so 2021, I start the journey on dating, right? I'm in the scene. I'm doing the apps. I'm doing, I'm listening to YouTube videos on dating. I came upon the all these communities, the red pill community, black pill community, manosphere, black manosphere, female creators talking on it. They went through the gamut, pretty much, acquired information, and I still am at this point. I've been on a few dates, in-person dates. I'd say about, if I can count on my hand, probably like 5 within the last 2 years, probably. But there was a lot of, as you would think, as a man experience, a lot of ghostings, a lot of no replies, a lot of miscommunications, incompatibilities. I said the wrong thing, whatever, So I learned a lot through this journey of the last 2 years. But I want to talk a bit about here how a blind person goes through this. Because what I just explained to you, every modern man goes through, right? Every man goes through. And you already know for those that have been in this space long enough, knows how to get better, right? Work on yourself. Work on, get your pin. You'll go to the gym, do all, work on your social skills, show up for yourself, hygiene, blah, blah, blah. Get a better circle, support, social circles, put yourself out there, get confidence, all that, right? I did all of them. I've been doing all those things. I thought, I've learned a lot from that. I feel a lot better, right? But there's something here that's not, that I've been avoiding, I'd say, for the last 2 years. And I can say now we're being at the end of 2022, I can acknowledge. My journey is a little different than everyone else. A blind man is not the average man. Let me break that down a bit. So when you're interacting and talking to women, right? The fact that you have a visible disability kind of messes up her perceived view of you in a relationship. A friend of mine broke down 4 different categories that you are going to be dealing with as a blind man. There is the women that just will not at all deal with you. You may look good, you may look attractive, but the moment they find out you're blind, oh, you're out. Then there's the caregiver. These are the women that will help you, help you with your homework, or may help you cross the street or whatever, or help you with whatever at the time. You may have a good relationship, you may have a good rapport. This is considered the blind man's friend zone. You're never gonna get out of this. She will never see you any different. It's very much the dynamic of a elderly man being cared for by a nurse or a caregiver at a retirement home or hospice or whatever the situation is, right? It's basically, they're doing stuff out of obligation, or because they want to feel like a good person, right? Or they want to help, right? They want to generally help. Whatever those categories are, right? Whatever the motive is, whatever. So you'll have that category. Then you'll have the neutral. That is women that, don't feel they want to help you, but want to respect and don't want to, step on toes or whatever. But there is room for them to understand you. Maybe they're curious about you. Maybe they want to understand. Right? And that's where you have to work your magic a little bit. Right? Now, 4th, just women to just get it. There are 2 conditions I've seen for women to be in this last category. Either they themselves have a disability, whether that be from the, maybe working in the military, and then they got a disability from that, or, it could be blindness, it could be autism, it could be, being in a wheelchair, it could be, a speech impediment, it could be, whatever. Or they work with or help with a close family member or friend that has a disability, and they understand that people with disabilities are just people. They're no different. So if I were to pie chart it, I'd say those first 2, the people that don't get it, the caregiver, that's going to be a majority of women you're going to be dealing with out here. The ones that are neutral and the ones that get it, very rare. So your pool right there is a lot different than the average man. So you can't compare yourself to everyone else. The rejections you're going to get are going to be a lot different. So let me expand on that. Having a visible disability may contradict in that role I mentioned earlier, right? Being as a man, being the provider, being the protector. Those are put into question. Women get in their heads a bit about, can he do X, Y, Z? Oh, if I get together with him, will my children be blind? Am I ready for that? A lot going on without really talking to me. I think that's the first thing. So you have this mental stack that people put on themselves, the women are putting on themselves, right? So, right there, we're in a spot, blind men. And, obviously, race also takes into account. That's another situation. Right? You're gonna attract only so many people that actually want to deal with you. Right? There's stigmas. It is what it is. So, my recommendation for people out there that don't even know this experience, that are just now hearing this, what else can I say? We're people, right? Don't be afraid. Ask questions. Be open, right? That's what I hear. I hear all the time in dating profiles and people that are to say, "Well, I want to be open-minded. I'm not, I'm not going to judge whatever." No. Inside, we all have biases. Inside, we all have preferences. What I'm saying is, those preferences and biases may work against you in getting what you want. So consider. Simple. Now, last piece I want to talk on here for the blind men that may be watching this, that are maybe in my position, like that may not feel as confident, that may feel some anxiety in approaching women or how to get in the scene, right? I'll say this: if you don't have the non-visual skills to act as an independent, to do what you need to do, to represent yourself well, I recommend you go reach out, whether that be a group, whether that be organization, a facility. I can probably make another video for you if you those that really want to know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I did to get where I'm at today. Second, you need to build yourself a mental foundation. What I've been talking about, your pool of people you're going to attract is going to be different than the average person. Your rejections are going to be different. All the adversities, right? It's going to be different. So with that in mind, don't be afraid. Step to the challenge. Everyone has something wrong with them. Everyone has something going on. Everyone has a struggle. It's no different. This is your chance to make a difference, to get the life you want, to get the relationship you want. Work on yourself. All those things. Go find the Manosphere content, right? Plenty of people giving great advice. But don't put don't put the situations and the things that you have to work on, don't put that too hard on yourself. Don't be too influenced, think for yourself. Don't come in with too many pre-assumptions. I can tell you firsthand, your biggest enemy is you. Your biggest detractor is you. It's a mental battle. So, that's all I gotta say about that, So I appreciate y'all listening to me. And we put out some more content coming up. We'll make some changes into this little channel I had. Okay, we'll see you soon.